So, you like to smash stuff and yell at people when you feel like it's appropriate because that's just the way you feel because it makes you feel better? Uh, it's not the way. Come on, let's go. Come on. Hi, my name is Daryl Phillips, and this is a bipolar perspective presented by Noir Apologia Gaming. So, today we're going to discuss, let's just say, acting out or antisocial behavior, as the professionals would say. It's acting out. Acting out is acting out's normal in the sense of if you're mad, you want to do something mad. you know, you're happy, you want to do something happy. But really, this is talking about really a lot of things. Angry. Sometimes when you get excuse me. um, sometimes when you're in a lot of pain, you want a lot of people to feel pain. Okay, pain, mental pain, uh, physical pain, anything like that. But we're talking about specifically mental pain. So it's really fun to treat someone like crap when you feel like crap, ain't it? I mean, it does make you feel better for the moment until you realize you just treated someone really good like crap, and then you feel worse than crap. Excuse me. Think about that. It's not. It's a reaction a lot of times. Okay. Maybe you go to work and you've had a bad night, or you didn't get enough sleep. Come on, everybody's gone to work cranky. When you're cranky, you kind of acting out, right? I mean, you kind of act like a little bit of an asshole, pardon the French, to whoever it is. Or if you're a woman, you're acting like another word that I won't say. But when it comes to mental disorder, this can get really serious because if you have prolonged periods of time of depression, for example, you want, because you're thinking about your low life, a lot of times depression itself makes it where you want to isolate yourself, so you're not really treating anyone like crap. But if they come into your world and they ruin your little pity party, as it were, you start yelling at them and calling them names. That's called acting out. So even in depression, you can act out. It's not like you're making them feel more depressed than you are, but you get angry at them because you want them to leave. So you snap at them, you call them a nasty name or whatever it is. Well, let me tell you a secret. Probably it's not a secret, and maybe I'm just, kind of being funny. It doesn't work. It really doesn't. And in the end, you're going to think about that memory, and that'll just be another memory you can add to all the other memories that you have that are bad. Okay? I know it's hard when you're angry. And that's why you should go. Probably if you're angry, I would suggest you go and you have to be by yourself. You have to cool down before you're actually going to listen to somebody. And there's going to be a series of videos that I'm going to come out with, and they're going to come out they start on Friday. In fact, I do believe, if I'm correct, the first video that will come out that I'm going to do is Rage. I think I'm going to go ahead and do Rage first. Rage is a bad thing, but I won't get into it right now. But basically, it starts out as anger, and it can escalate really quickly from you don't want someone to be around to that person isn't going to leave, and then that person isn't understanding that they need to leave you alone for a minute. And for those who are trying to help people, and if you see a person act out like that, don't do anything. Unless they're slamming somebody, unless they're beating somebody up or something, then you have to stop them. And then unfortunately they're going to have to experience the consequences of jail time probably. However, if they're mad and angry, don't say nothing to them. Let them cool down. Let them cool down. Let them vent. If you're that person that they're coming to vent to, let them vent. That means that they're going to say a lot of nasty stuff out of their mouth. Venting is a lot of what venting is acting out, but it's controlled acting out. In other words, you are sitting across at a table, probably away from other people, because you don't want other people to see this, because you don't want other people calling the police thing, and you're yelling at that person, and that person's just taking it, and that kind of thing. But probably you do this, in a nice area, try to do this. You vent, maybe you go to a park, maybe you sit outside on a balcony, maybe you have a front porch or something. You sit there and you just vent. You say get all the nasty stuff out of your mouth. That's actually acting out. Venting is acting out, but it's controlled acting out. It's not smashing stuff. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now that's acting out. There is another form of acting out that isn't violence, right? There is another form that's not violent. So think about this. You ever purposely sabotage something? You ever purposely sabotage a job interview because you only went to that job interview because you were told to go by someone else, and you really didn't want to go get that job? Never done that? Oh, come on. Some of you have. You purposely sabotage the job interview. You don't answer the questions correctly. Blah blah blah. You say, "Oh well, I look for a job." Never done that? I know some of you have. You just don't want to say it. Or what about, I'll tell you my greatest story of sabotage. I think it's sad, and I'm not proud of this. So when I got out of the hospital, I went to a group home, and then I came here, and I lived with my uncle for a little bit. And I got my job back at McDonald's with $1 extra pay. That's right, they made me a raise because I was a good worker before I left. And I came back, and it started out all good. And then I started having problems with my uncle. And instead of... trust me, I was lashing out at him too. I should tell you another funny story. I won't, just because it's so stupid. But, so I went to work one day. And I was mad, angry. Okay? And I decided to lash out I purposely went into the bathroom and I smoked a cigarette. And my manager caught me. And I knew he would. I got fired on the spot. I loved that job. Had nothing to do with the job. Had to do with me and how I felt inside. I'm telling you, there was a while there, I wanted the whole effing world to burn. And I acted out in so many other ways too. Oh man, I said in one video that I hated Christmas. Let me give you an example. I couldn't stand, when I was homeless, I couldn't stand, I'd walk by people, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And people would freaking smile at you and they'd give you, oh. Knowing that right after the holidays you're going to act like a jacko. And I knew you were going to act like a jacko after the holidays. You're only saying Merry Christmas because you're in a good mood because you get to go to holiday parties when I'm sitting there starving to death. Yeah. I find that, like, I was angry about that. And maybe I was justified for being angry, maybe a little bit. But I was homeless because I was homeless. There's lots of help. I hate to say this, but I am definitely not one that want to say get on government stuff. But if you're homeless and you need help, there's no sin in asking for help. A hand up, not a hand out. I don't want a hand out at all. Even though it's funny how I say that, but then I would go panhandle. That's so stupid, right? But I would get angry. I would get angry at happy people. I hated rich people. Oh my God. The dirty looks that I would give rich people are just amazing. I think I came up with new dirty looks for people. I'm not going to show you them now. This isn't the dirty look video. I'm just saying, that's what I'm saying. Lashing out. Sometimes it's passive aggressiveness. Passive aggressiveness is lashing out. Let's say you're mad at this person over here, but maybe you're too afraid to get mad at actually say something to this person, or maybe you're smart enough not to get fired from your job. So you take that stuff and you take it home to the wifey or to the husband because you've had a hard day. That's lashing out. That's antisocial behavior. If you're getting on social media and the only thing you can do is say negative stuff to people, you're doing antisocial behavior. If you can't give a person a compliment and you get jealous every time someone does something good around you and you have to say something negative, that's antisocial behavior. It's not necessarily lashing out, but I said that this is lashing out and antisocial behavior. It's not just about lashing out, it's about antisocial behavior. It's about are you walking down the street and you know for a fact that a certain thing bothers a certain group of people, but you're going to walk by them purposely and do it anyway? That's a real D move, man. Or ma'am, whatever. Do you understand what I'm saying? Antisocial behavior. And this wasn't going to be a long video. And I don't want to. I told you I don't want these videos to be negative, but these are things you cannot walk around life purposely separating yourself from human beings. I'm a loner. I'm a lone wolf. No, you're not. You're a dude who's a D, or you're a man who's a B. Okay, and you like to act like that because that's your persona. And you don't want why would you want to let down the persona? Everybody thinks you're a D and you like being a D. Okay? You like that I've got a label, nice label. I'm a D. You don't actually like it. It's your way of deflecting that moniker. Okay, and accepting that moniker. So instead of actually changing who you are, you want to accept it and then you want to lash out at people. But I've been there. I loved making sure my day was bad as yours, or yours as bad as mine. You know what I mean. Words are hard, English. Anyway, as Mrs. Peterson, she used to tell me I wasn't doing my homework. Anyway, yeah, antisocial behavior, bad. You can't get a job that way. Learn how to work with people. Yes, that's right. Some people are really irritating to get along with. I'm really not a big fan of people that just walk around going, "Hi, how you doing?" I still am not. Probably never will be. If you look at life like flowers and sunshines and you don't see any negative, I guess I think you're irritating. But I will get along with you. I'm not going to bother you. I'm not going to make sure you have bad life. See what I'm saying? Not going to happen. So, because I'm not going to do that, I'm going to let you go. All right? You guys have a blessed night. May God, may the Lord of lights bless you in all things. I had bipolar disorder and PTSD, and I was in that position. I was a broken man 15 years ago, and I fixed my life. And everybody talks about changing this world and so forth and so on, and everybody talks and talks and talks, and they never do anything about it. Well, here I am. I'm going to do something about it. I'm tired of the misconceptions about mental disorder. I'm tired of the directions that some people try to give to people with real problems in life. Really examine your life. Want to without knowledge is ignorance. If you don't know what it's going to take, if you don't know why you're doing things, why you want to change your life, there is no there's no point to it. I want to create desire in you to change your life, especially if you have been abused, if you have been told all your life you're a loser. You should examine why that is. I was a loser. You understand? Like 15 years ago, I really was. You do need advice. You can't have just one set of eyes on your life. You have to have perspective, and you might not want to hear it. Do you think I wanted to hear that I was a loser? I didn't even want to hear it. I didn't want to hear it. That's why I drank so much. Good Lord, I was an alcoholic because of it. I didn't want to deal with life. So check this out. Like, I didn't believe in myself. I hid myself for so long. I don't want other people feeling like that. I know what it feels like to be you. I really do. But you don't have to be.